See you later, Amy. I think I'll be back to visit in the summer. Looking forward to it. The next time I come, I'll bring my boyfriend. So make sure you don't embarrass me.
Sure. Take care on your way to your new place. Are you sure I can use the laptop you left behind? Don't you want to use it yourself?
Nah, it's too old for me. So you can use it, if you're okay with taking my leftovers. My boyfriend bought me a brand new laptop that has all the latest technology. That laptop belongs with someone like you.
All right, then I'll make good use of it, thanks. It'll be really lonely once you're gone.
As if. You don't really mean that, do you? But I'm pretty sure that my brother and my parents will miss me now that I'm becoming independent and moving in with my boyfriend.
I'll miss you too. It's a shame we can't spend more time together.
I'm surprised that you're so good at flattering people. Either way, I bet you're really happy deep down that I'm leaving. Once I'm gone, you and my brother will get more space in my parents' house. And I'm just honestly happy that I can move in with my perfect boyfriend. His house is so much bigger than my parents' house, and we'll have it all to ourselves.
Yeah, it must have gotten pretty cramped when I moved in after marrying your brother. I really am sorry about that. It must have been pretty tough on you.
Yeah, it was hell. You were always in the way, and I couldn't do whatever I liked, even though it's my own house. Not that it matters anymore. I'm going to live in a mansion fit for a celebrity. I'm leaving my parents to you, so take good care of them.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Oh, and here's some advice. You better work harder to get along with them. I don't think they've fully accepted you as a family member yet, so you'll have to put in more effort to get them to like you.
Okay, I didn't realize. I thought that your parents had already welcomed me as your brother's wife, so that's kind of a shock.
What? Really? You thought that they welcomed you? No way. I mean, anyone can tell that my mom just hates you. Think about it. She's always getting pissed off with you for not cleaning something properly and for not cooking something to her taste. She hates you. I'm her daughter, and she's never gotten that angry at me before. But I guess that's because I'm the princess of the family. You're just the useless sister-in-law that's come to live off of us. You don't belong in this family. You stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh, do I really stick out that much? I thought that I had started to fit in.
You're a big, red, sore thumb. No, wait, I have a better metaphor. You're like a big vet zit in the middle of someone's forehead. Can't you tell that my family treats you and me completely differently? It's because they don't really want you around. Everyone can't help but love me. So it's always really warm and happy when I'm talking and at the center of everyone's attention, but can't you tell that you ruin the mood when you show up?
I don't know. I never noticed that before. But if they really do hate me, do you know why? Maybe I can change and improve their opinion of me.
It's probably because you're so uptight. You need to loosen up a little. You could learn from me. I'm always keeping things fun and lively. Just copy how I usually talk.
I don't know. It'll be a little hard for me to talk the way you usually do. If anything, I might creep them all out if I suddenly start acting out of character.
Well, you're not wrong there. You've always been such a loser. I bet you were the quiet, introverted nerd when you were in school, too. Why my brother married someone as gloomy as you is a mystery to me. I don't understand his taste in women.
When we got married, he told me that he loves that I'm so calm. He said that he feels more at ease when he's with someone like me. I know that you might not think that we're a good match, but I'm glad that my husband loves me for who I am.
What? Did he think that you being quiet and calm means that you're intelligent or something? I guess that's what he believed when he first married you, but I can imagine that he's really regretting his decision now.
You think he regrets marrying me? I wonder if your parents regret me becoming their daughter-in-law too.
Yeah. I mean, no one wants a boring wife that can't have some fun. It's way better to have a wife that can raise everyone's spirits. My boyfriend tells me that that's what he loves about me, and that he can't think of being with anyone else because of how cheerful I am. I'm an extrovert, so I'm super sociable, and I didn't have any problems getting along with all of his friends, too.
Really? Oh, I think that's amazing. Good for you, Carrie. Your boyfriend's the heir to a really major company, isn't he? If he's going to take over the business, then I suppose it'll be really important for his future wife to be someone just as communicative as you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm perfect for him. He won't be able to find anyone as compatible with him as I am. I've already met his parents, and they really love me too. I bet he'll be proposing to me within a matter of weeks.
If you do get married, I bet it'll be a gorgeous ceremony.
Yeah, I'm going to make it the most luxurious wedding ever. See, if you have a personality like mine, you can marry into money, just like me. Of course, having a great personality only means something when you look as cute as I do. You barely achieve the passing grade when it comes to that face of yours, so having a fun personality wouldn't change much for you. If you want to be like me, you'll have to get plastic surgery first.
Do you think I'm that ugly?
Yeah. I was really shocked when my brother first introduced you to us. I couldn't believe that he had a thing for uggos. I was so grossed out when I first saw you.
Carrie, I heard that you and your boyfriend are officially engaged. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. My rich, perfect boyfriend finally proposed to me. The wedding's in 4 months, so make sure you prepare a nice dress.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
By the way, can you guess where he proposed to me? I wonder if you can guess correctly.
You said that he has a lot of money, so did he take you out to eat at a 5-star restaurant?
Wow, Amy, you're incredible. That's such a cheap idea for a proposal.
Huh? Did I get it wrong?
He proposed to me out at sea. He booked an entire cruise ship just for us, just so that he could propose. Can you believe him? Isn't my boyfriend amazing? There isn't anyone else like him.
That really is amazing. I wonder how much it cost him. I can't imagine being in that situation myself.
It must have cost him at least $10,000. It definitely wasn't as cheap as the ideas you thought of. But no matter how much it cost, that kind of money is just pocket money to my boyfriend. He's rich enough to spend that much without worrying about how much it'll cost him.
Wow, I guess you really are going to start living like a celebrity.
Yeah, this is where I belong. My family were so happy for me when I gave them the news.
Yeah, everyone's so excited. Your parents and your brother are all celebrating with drinks. They're all getting hyped up about how rich your fiancé is and saying that they might be able to take advantage of how rich he is too.
Well, I guess they could. Thanks to me, they might finally be able to pay for the renovations they've been wanting to do since forever. They're lucky that they have a daughter like me. By marrying into money, I'll be able to pay them back for raising me. With my husband's money.
I still can't believe that you're getting married to someone so wealthy. How did you even meet someone like him?
I don't think anyone could meet someone as perfect as him from just living a normal life. But I was lucky. Looking back, it was probably fate. We were meant to meet that day. I just happened to pick up his phone when I found it on the sidewalk. And that's how we first met. What do you think?
Oh, that's so romantic.
I know, right? He called his phone from another phone he borrowed, and we met up so that I could give it back to him. And then he invited me out to dinner to thank me for picking up his phone. Apparently, that's when he fell in love with me. I didn't know that he was rich when we first met, but he was so good-looking that I had to show him how great a catch I was. I'm so glad I stayed on my best behavior that day. If he wasn't as good-looking, I wouldn't have bothered, but it really was worth it.
Yeah, you really never know what might happen in life. I guess you're right about being more fun and upbeat.
Yeah, but you were pretty lucky when you married my brother too. If you didn't marry him, you wouldn't have a little sister-in-law who's going to become super rich. I can lend you some money if you're ever strapped for cash.
Thanks. I'm glad to know that I can rely on you.
But in return, you'll have to do a good job of taking care of my parents. That's your job. I bet that's the main reason why my brother decided to marry someone as boring and as ugly as you. Because he thought that he could convince you to take care of our parents for us. You're a goody two-shoes after all. You couldn't say no if my brother asked you to help us out, could you?
What? Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I can't imagine any other reason for him wanting to marry you. And that's the only merit I can think of.
But I can't take care of your parents full time. I'm dealing with all of the housework, even though I'm working full time too. I don't see why I have to give up on my career to caretake when he hasn't even mentioned that in advance. I'm doing what I can to be useful in this house.
But you don't even earn that much. And you say that you're doing the housework, but anyone can do that. My mom can do all the housework without your help. How long have you and my brother been married, and you still haven't given birth? What use is there in a woman that can't produce an heir?
Do you really have to go that far?
But it's the truth. There's no point running away from reality. You still haven't realized just how much of a burden you are on my family, have you? You better hurry up and acknowledge it. Otherwise, you'll never be able to make yourself useful. You're just a useless piece of trash.
Oh my God, is that what you really think of me? Do you realize how horrible you're being? You went too far, Carrie.
What the hell are you thinking? Are you seriously going to skip your sister-in-law's wedding? You're unbelievable. You're not going to celebrate my wedding? What's wrong with you? You're going to embarrass me if you don't come.
No, I think I'll pass. I already told your brother and parents, and they all kicked me out of the house.
Yeah, of course they would. The entire family has to be at the wedding. You're a total failure at it, but you're still my brother's wife. You have to be there. They got pissed off with you because they know how weird it'll look if you don't come. I don't want this to raise eyebrows among my fiancé's family. It's only a matter of course that they would kick you out to teach you a lesson. But if you apologize right now, I'll forgive you and we can let this go.
There is no way I am apologizing to you.
What? Do you really think you can pull that kind of attitude with me? Don't get ahead of yourself, you bitch.
I think that you're the one that's getting ahead of herself. You've been bragging about how you're going to get married to a rich man all over your social media. You should be ashamed of yourself.
What? Are you jealous? Is that what it is? You're trying to ruin my wedding because you don't like that I'm marrying up? You're jealous of the fact that I'm going to be living like a celebrity, while you're going to be stuck taking care of my parents, aren't you?
Have you already forgotten how much you insulted me the other day? I can't get in the celebratory mood after being told all of that.
So you're just jealous. You're the one that should be ashamed of herself, Amy. You're pathetic. I can't believe you're so heartless that you can't even congratulate your sister-in-law for marrying into money. I thought you were more mature than that.
I've been enduring all of your insults and harassment up until now. I think I did a pretty good job of not losing my temper and just letting everything slide, but what you said to me the other day was the last straw. I have had enough of all your crap. I don't care who you marry or what you get out of it. It's got nothing to do with me. You can do whatever you want. But from now on, I want nothing to do with you.
Oh, is that so? Fine. Then you're not invited anymore. You don't have to come to the wedding. I don't want some ugly old woman like you coming to my wedding either. You're just going to ruin the ceremony and make a show of what a useless woman you are. At least this way, I can save on your meal and spend it on something more worthwhile. However, if you're not going to show up to my wedding, then I don't want to have anything to do with you either. You better not show your face to me ever again.
Yeah, I think that's best for the both of us.
Don't come crying to me when you need some money. I'm not giving you anything, even after I become rich. I bet my parents and my brother will really hate you after this. They might never let you back in the house ever again. It'll be too late to apologize when that happens. You'll really regret talking to me like this.
Don't worry, I won't regret a thing. But I will regret it if I stay with your brother and have to endure you and your family's bullying.
You're such an idiot. You're going to be sorry. I heard that my brother told you that he wants a divorce. That's what you get. You deserve it for getting carried away and trying to embarrass me.
Right back at you. Looks like your engagement is going to be canceled too. We're matching, yay!
Huh? What? Why would my engagement get canceled? My fiancé and I are deep in love. There's no way he'd want to leave me. Have you lost your mind after realizing that you're going to be alone for the rest of your life?
Oh, you still haven't heard anything yet? Sorry, I ruined the surprise for you. Then I guess I won't be able to see you wallowing in despair yet. Hang in there, Carrie.
What the hell is wrong with you? You've been talking nonsense since yesterday. If you've got something to say, then why don't you just come out and say it? Quit it with the riddles.
I heard that you resigned from your job.
Yeah, what about it? I'm engaged and I'm planning on becoming a housewife after we get married. Do you have a problem with that?
I think that the company you used to work for is going to get in touch with you pretty soon. To be more precise, I think that their legal advisor will be contacting you. I believe that they want to press charges. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, or do you need some more hints?
What? They're going to press charges?
You've probably already forgotten, but you left your old laptop with me before you moved in with your boyfriend. I've been using it these past few months, but it happened to break the other day. So I took it to the store to get it fixed.
And what about it?
I had them retrieve the data on it for me and back it up, just in case they couldn't fix it. And it looks like the old data that was on it was restored too.
What? You mean the data from when I was using that laptop? You're joking, right?
It's only natural to want to go through everything to confirm if anything's missing, right? I looked through all of the data on my laptop. And after reading through some of the documents I found, I realized that they weren't mine. It looks like those documents were actually proof that you had been selling off top secret information to your company's rivals.
Amy, where the hell are you?
Why do you want to know that? Are you planning on using force to silence me? Don't be silly, Carrie. You're just going to increase the number of crimes you're guilty of if you do that.
What are you going to do with those documents? Are you threatening me? What do you want from me? Money?
What do you take me for? I'm not interested in threatening you. I've already contacted your company and reported everything to them. I sent them copies of your documents, too.
Don't screw with me.
Judging by how panicked you are, it looks like I've hit the bullseye. You really did sell out your company. That's just rich. I can't believe I'm family with a criminal. This is so embarrassing. Looks like it'll be best if I divorce your brother after all.
I haven't been sued yet. You don't have any right to call me a criminal.
You should take this more seriously. I work in a company similar to yours, so I know all too well how big a deal this is. In the first place, it was wrong of you to move confidential files onto a private laptop. I'm pretty sure that there are rules about those kinds of things, too. You've gone and broken every rule in the book.
Why would you do something like this? That's none of your business. Just leave me alone.
I think it was revenge for you calling me an old woman. When I first saw those documents, my first impulse was to close everything and pretend I didn't see anything. But it came to mind after I was kicked out of the house. I thought that I could make use of them if I reported it to your company. I was pretty sure that I'd feel a lot better once I did that.
I'm going to get married soon. What's wrong with you? And my fiancé is the heir to a major company. I won't find any other partner like him. What if he finds out about this? What if he leaves me? How could you do this to me?
Yeah, I wonder what will happen if he finds out. I'm really curious. If I was him, I would cancel the engagement as soon as possible and make it so that it was like we never even knew each other. That's the only way for him to avoid being dragged into a media frenzy with you. Hey, I heard that you've run back to your parents' house. My husband told me everything. Sounds like the situation's gotten much worse since your company found out that you were even embezzling company funds. It looks like you're going down for more than just selling confidential information.
You sound like you're having fun. Piss off. You're really getting on my nerves. I don't know what to do, and I couldn't sleep a wink last night because I was crying until morning. It's all your fault.
I am amazed you had the nerve to steal company money.
That's all in the past. I only did that until 3 years ago. I haven't done anything like that since. I only did that because I didn't have any money at the time, and I didn't have my rich boyfriend to pay for things for me. The amount I stole is minuscule in comparison to the total profits the company makes in a year.
No matter how small the amount, it doesn't change the fact that you committed a crime.
I called my company and told my manager that I would return the money once I got married, but they brushed me off saying that that's not the problem. What's that supposed to mean? Why can't they just let it go? I'm offering to pay them back. Why isn't that enough?
You do know that there's no way that they'd forgive you even if you did that, right? It's not that simple. You clearly haven't learned your lesson. And why do you think that you're still going to get married? I doubt that you'll be able to pay them back if your fiancé decides that he doesn't want to marry a criminal. Why did you tell them that you're going to pay them back?
I'm going to keep it a secret from him. He's never going to find out about this. It's not like I've been told that I'm going to get arrested either.
Oh, so you didn't want him to know? Oh, I am so sorry. I already told him.
What? What did you tell who?
I already told your precious fiancé that you're on the verge of being taken to court for selling confidential information and for stealing company money. He knows everything.
What? How? How did you get in touch with my fiancé? You've never even met him.
Remember how you showed off your fiancé's social media page when you were bragging about how rich he is? I remembered his account name from then, so I looked it up and messaged him.
Why would you go that far to do something like this? What's wrong with you? What's the point in telling him? Did you do that just to ruin my life?
I did it because I knew that you would try and hide the truth from him to save your own ass. I couldn't let you get away with it that easily. You seem like the type to put the blame on other people, too. I thought that it would be best to tell your fiancé the entire truth so that he wouldn't be deceived by you.
I can't believe you could be so horrible. Is it fun seeing me suffer like this? What did I ever do to you? What did I do to deserve this? Why do you hate me so much? I've been so nice to you ever since you married my brother. I treated you like a real sister.
You were nice to me? Don't be stupid, Carrie. You never even tried to hide the fact that you hated me. All this time that I've been married to your brother, you've done nothing but look down on me and insult me. You called me a piece of trash, a burden, and an uggo. You even compared me to a zit. I always wondered when I would be free of you, when I could finally see you get the punishment you deserve.
What? I was just being friendly. I was joking. Come on. We're family. Can't you take a joke? I wasn't being serious about any of that.
It's too late to start making excuses now. I've known how horrible a human being you are ever since I first married your brother. I felt sorry for the man who was about to marry you, not knowing what your true colors are. I just did what I thought was best. So I'm pretty happy that you're finally getting what you deserve.
This isn't just my problem. I'm not the only one that's going to suffer as a result of you telling my fiancé. If I'm charged with paying compensation, then everyone in the family will also have to carry the burden. I can't pay all of that money back on my own. My brother's going to suffer just as much. Are you really okay with that? Can you really say that you're happy with my brother has to help me pay my debt back?
I don't really care. I'm going to get a divorce, and it'll be none of my business. I didn't have any allies in that house. My own husband didn't stand up for me, no matter how much you and your parents bullied me. You all had fun looking down on me and laughed at me. None of you treated me like family. I think that you all deserve to suffer a little and get a taste of your own medicine.
So you're going to ruin our lives and run away before you get dragged down with us? You're a coward. How is that fair? Get back here right now. The least you can do is lend us some money. It's your fault that this is happening to us. Pay for it.
Thanks for providing me with more ingredients to use for my revenge, Carrie. I wonder if your parents will still treat you like a princess after you've ruined their chances of living filthy rich and stuck them chest deep in debt. As a result of my whistleblowing, it was made clear that my sister-in-law had been selling confidential company information to rival companies, and had even been embezzling money. Unsurprisingly, that led to her and her family suffering both financially and mentally. My sister-in-law was charged with several crimes, and the judge sentenced her to time in prison. The time she spent behind bars wasn't very long, but the amount she had to pay in compensation was enough to make them all miserable. Apparently, they were loaded with a debt that came to around $100,000. It wasn't long before my sister-in-law was dumped by her rich fiancé and the wedding was called off. Up until then, my sister-in-law's family had been spoiling her rotten, but once her engagement was canceled, their attitudes towards her suddenly changed, and she became the black sheep of the family. It seems that my ex-husband and his family couldn't forgive her for the mistakes she had made, and had abandoned her, leaving her to deal with her debt all alone. But the fact that it hadn't taken a lot for them to become cold towards her shows that they probably didn't really love her that much to begin with, or at least that's what I think. I mean, if they really did think of her as their little princess, I think that they would have been a little more forgiving and would have been more willing to help her in her time of need. As for me, I managed to finalize my divorce before my sister-in-law was sentenced, so I avoided being dragged into their mess. I bet Carrie must be so frustrated that the woman she was looking down on as a useless burden actually managed to get her sweet revenge on her.